Hey everyone, this is actually take 2 because 3 minutes into take 1, I realized that I was actually recording in full HD, 30 frames per second. I've switched that. We are now back to 4K, 24 FPS. And yeah, I had 3 exams this past week in week 8. Welcome to the week 8 review, by the way. Something that we will talk about is whether or not I actually had 3 exams. We're talking about the week of March 1st to March 7th. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in to the week 8 review. Starting with March 1st, which is a Sunday. I had Leaders Devo for Epic that day, so I was leading that one in the evening. Basically spent the entire day studying for 364, which is controls for aero applications. Now, it was a pretty fun, well, what am I saying? Fun? No, nothing was fun about that week. The exam itself was pretty challenging because I had to learn a lot of different things before the exam, cheat sheet, and understand exactly what I'm learning. It was an evening exam on Monday, but yeah, we'll get to there Monday when we get there. Sunday, yeah, actually no, that's it for Sunday. I spent the whole day studying pretty much. Monday, what did I do on Monday? So it was the exam day, but we didn't have anything in the morning. I did go to 4:40, I went to 5:55, I went to 5:39 as well. We did have leadership briefly for PSR, but I said I wouldn't be able to go because I had an exam within the next couple hours, so I had the exam, and that was the main focus of Monday. Tuesday morning, I did go to Zucro. The note in here that I have was a testing day, and I was on notes. I did not go to Stat 511 because I missed my shuttle, but it was kind of a review day. It was okay. I did go to 438. Yes, I did go to 438, and then went to general for PSR, and I had to start studying for my Thursday exam. Wednesday was more chill. I studied the whole day pretty much. I did go to 440, 555, and 539. And then I spent the rest of the day studying for the Thursday exam, which is the Stat 511 in-class exam. My friend and I were stressing a little bit harder on this because we didn't know what was on the exam necessarily, because there's a broad range of topics that we could have studied for. And this exam was worth 35% of our grades, which is kind of crazy because there's only 1 midterm and 1 final. And the rest is like homework grades, which is like 30%, so not that much. Come Thursday, March 5th, the first thing of the day was literally the Stat 511 exam. And it really was a fine exam. It was great. We came out of the exam pretty happy. We did go to class afterwards, 438. Yeah, I don't think I think we did go to SALT that week, or I'm not too sure actually, but I had some homework that I needed to start doing, and then the exam the following day for 555, but I needed to do 440 homework. So now comes the twist. In 555, you can choose not to take the exam so that it's now weighted more towards your final grade. And I chose to do that because having 3 exams, especially 2 within 24 hours of each other, is definitely something that's very, very challenging. Having not that much time to study for the 555 exam, it was in my best interest to set myself for success by not taking that 555 exam. My friends did take it, or some of them, so not everyone in the class took it either. That's what my professor was telling me. He's like, you made a smart choice, and hopefully this will set you up for success when we take the second midterm and the final, because those are now weighted more. But the exam was very time consuming. It was in the way that apparently you have 3 questions, 1 extra credit question, but within an hour, right? It's an in-class exam on Friday. So yeah, on Friday, what happens is I had class 440 and I didn't go to 555. I had to take notes from my friend for 440 because he was studying for the 555 exam, which he went to go take, but he didn't go to 440 class. So I had to send him the notes for that one. And I spent the rest of the day doing homework. There wasn't all that much to do, really. That was my week. So when you talk about like 3 exams in a week, it's rough, right? It's kind of like finals, but not finals really. So it is what it is. I think that if anyone has 3 exams, you had to start studying a while ago, right? I did, but I also had 440 exam in week 7, which I talked about last week. And it's definitely a schedule that it's hard to manage, but welcome to aerospace engineering, right? Something that you gotta live with and something that you gotta be able to plan your time around well. Saturday, I don't really even know what I did on Saturday. Well, I think I relaxed for a little bit because 3 exams again is just 2 exams. I'll be easier on 2 exams and doing homework for the other ones. Yeah, it's takes a bit of a toll. I'm definitely ready to take that exam for 555 anyways because I was able to study, and the professor said, yeah, he's gonna give me a copy of the exam anyways, and I should go over it, go through it myself to just make sure I know the material, and that's fine. And that was pretty much it for the week 8 review. I do want to point out miscellaneously that I changed my mic setup today. So usually you see a little lav mic on my body, and I saw this thing on Instagram. Someone's doing sound design, or it was a stupid sound design system that he was like, yeah, I'll just play around with this. And I was like, that's hilarious, let me try this too. So what I've done is I've attached my lav mic to a shotgun mic that I don't normally use because I want to usually center the audio around myself, but I was like, okay, let's just do a lav mic just for fun attached to a shotgun mic. And what happens is I have the input of the lav mic attached to the output of the shotgun mic, right? And I'm monitoring this because when I was like put on headphones to actually listen to the audio levels, this subwoofer is significantly better than these that you put on the lav mics itself. And you can probably even hear the brief difference if I just attach this. Hello. Yeah, see, it's weird. And compared to if I have it like this, where the wind level is, I don't know, whatever. Don't take advice from me because I have no idea what I'm doing with this setup. It's just kind of for fun, and I was like, okay, time to use the equipment that I actually have because, you know, might as well use it. It's a great use of my space, great use of my time, and I thought it was like funny enough to try. Everything else that happened in week 8 really wasn't all that. I think week 9 was a little bit more exciting, but I want to open up the floor, right? I want to ask, what does that look like? What does studying look like for all the other majors out there? I'm sure everyone has their own struggles, and I'm sure that each major has its own hardships and those types of classes that you just need to put in the work and effort in. So today is actually March 12th, is a Thursday. So I'm definitely excited to go home tomorrow. What's up, man? Really? That's the first thing you say? That's the first thing you say? Yeah? Oh, that's the second thing you say. Really, bro? You're right. Yeah, thanks, bro. Ni hao. Okay. I can put that in. Yeah, no, I saw this setup and I was like, you know, this is like stupid enough to try. So the output, so I'm speaking of this, even though this is like the one I usually attach to my body, but it's outputted here. And it's a lot better because this blocks more wind than like this little thing.
Bro, why would you not use like
this one?
Yeah, that's probably your best mic.
Because there's no USB-A on this one. There's no like audio design. I can't plug it in because you would need like what, an XLR box?
Oh, the thing I have.
Yeah. So I would plug this into that and then that into that.
So
I don't know.
Literally wired earbuds would work the same.
No, it sounds different, bro.
Yeah,
it like sounds different. You know. No, because if you blow on wired earbuds, so yo, hold on, I need to wrap it up. Hold up. My camera's dying. It's at like, I don't even know, it's gonna die soon. Yeah, give me like a minute. Verse of the day today is Romans 5:1. Therefore, since we have been justified through faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ. And that is from the NIV section or version. That's it for week 8 review. I might actually do the week 9 review at home. I don't think I'm gonna get to it tomorrow or today, but that's about it. I head home tomorrow for spring break and can't wait to kind of do some things here and there. Thanks for joining us today on the week 8 review, and I hope you guys tune in for the week 9 one. If you missed the previous weeks, here, I don't even know which side, I'm pretty sure it's this side. Yeah, this side has the playlist of my school playlist for each week, and if you want to subscribe and learn more about the stupid things that go on, feel free to subscribe and turn on your notifications for future videos. See you guys later.